Blender provides a number of primitive mesh objects which you can use as a base for further modeling by extruding, subdividing, duplicating, joining, or combining with other primitive objects. First, I'm going to delete this cube by hitting delete key. This is a 3D cursor. If I want to move this 3D cursor to the viewport, in the viewport, I have to change the control from the select box to 3D cursor, and then use the left mouse click to move this 3D cursor around. Hit N key to bring the menu in the viewport. There you can see the current location of the 3D cursor here. And again, to hide this menu, I want to snap this 3D cursor precisely to the center of world origin. So you use Shift and C or right mouse click in the viewport. I'm going to use the right mouse click, snap, and select cursor to the world origin. Now the cursor is at the center of world origin. Now switch the control back to select tool. Every time I add one of those Blender's primitive objects, it is getting added to where the 3D cursor is. Click Add, Mesh, UV Sphere. It is added to where the 3D cursor is. Notice that the center point or origin of the object snapped to the 3D cursor. I zoom in a bit here. Also, you notice that the new temporary settings panels appeared. I can open it to view the initial settings of the UV sphere just added. 32 segments, 16 rings in radius. You can adjust those initial value if you want. Also notice that generate UV is ticked. That means the workspace is ready to apply any kind of texture for the object selected. In this case, it is a UV sphere. You can adjust its location, scale, or rotation from the menu in the viewport. Hit N key again to bring this menu. Hold the left mouse click directly on the X location and sliding left and right to adjust its value. Same for rotation and same for scale, or directly you can type the value. I'm going to type 2. Same method applies to other primitive objects. Also, you can use your mouse to rotate, scale, and location. Move this sphere to the left or right, so G to grab, move the mouse, and left mouse click to drop it there. Now I want to add another object. Holding Shift key and press A to add a cylinder this time. I want to rotate this to 90 degree on Y-axis using the keypad. R key to rotate, Y to select Y-axis, and 90 to rotate this to 90 degree. Same rotation, scale, or location can be done using the mouse. So while cylinder already selected, press R key to rotate and use the mouse to adjust the rotation, and left mouse click to complete the rotation. Move this to the side, G to grab, move the mouse, and left click to drop. Now I want to demonstrate scaling with a different object. Shift A to add a plane. I want to adjust its size on X-axis and then on Y-axis. So press S key to scale, X to select X-axis, move the mouse in the direction of X-axis, and left mouse click to complete. Press S key again, Y key to select Y-axis, move the mouse along the Y-axis, and left mouse click to complete. G to grab, move the mouse to the side, and left mouse click to drop. Holding Shift A again, this time I'm adding circle. Circle doesn't have a face, so using this temporary setting panel to fill the face. In this tutorial, I have done all the editing in the object mode. You can see this mode Notation located in the 3D viewport editor header. In the object mode, any modification, transformation or constraint applied to the object will affect the mesh as a whole. Notice that the faces are displayed as a facet in UV sphere and appear to be solid because it is currently set to object mode in 3D viewport. And notice that it is also set to shading icon located on the 3D editor header. Let me switch to alternative shading called wireframe, and the wire is a orange color because the object is being selected. Left mouse click somewhere in the viewport to deselect, or hitting A key twice in quick succession will deselect. Let me zoom out a little bit and split this viewport. Now changing the icon to solid. Now you can see the difference between solid mode and wireframe mode. So notice that I am still in object mode. I'm changing this to edit mode, where the frequent edits takes place and is frequently used modeling mode. I'll cover this in my next tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.